I helped Justin Inman make over $284,000 with only $27,517 in ad spend, over a 10x ROAS, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, including the ad strategy that I used, the script SOPs that I used, and even share my winning ad that I made for him that generated a large portion of that revenue. Justin is a fitness coach with a few offers ranging from $500 for 12 weeks to $1,000 for 6 months for access to his program. We ran Instagram DM ads, and I found and trained DM closers that actually got the deal in the DMs. So we didn't even run a book a call funnel. Let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into everything, I just want to share the proof of results and the actual hard numbers. So this is a screenshot of the ad account. So you can see between September 1st and April 30th, so last year to this year, we spent $27,432.62. This is the total number of leads, new messaging contacts. And so this is not duplicates or anything. This is just new messaging contacts because, again, this was an Instagram DM ad. And so it's a $3 cost per new messaging contact, which is super, super cool. We had pretty healthy CTR all throughout, and we've got a ton of followers obviously from it as well, which is really cool. And in terms of the sales, you can see right here, September 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2026, we generated $284,679.50, which again, super, super awesome, super awesome. So I'm going to keep scrolling. So the kind of flow that we had, and I'll go over all of this, was we had the ad itself, which then went to a DM combo, which then, we'd drop the link and then it'd be a sale. And so I just want to share, I'm going to have the ad show up next. The ad is right here, and you can see right here, for example, this is one of them, and there's duplicates of this, so there's tons of variations to it, but this one specifically, you can see that I had 3.7 thousand likes, 201 comments. This is one that we launched in 2025. And anyway, so this is kind of the hook, right? Kind of clickbaity. Weight cardio makes you gain weight. It talks about this in the ad, and you'll be able to see that in a second. But it just talks about what cardio does, and that was the main hook that just got people in. Obviously, that was a kind of a clickbaity hook, but it did really, really well, and it talks about how it impacts your cortisol levels and the stress hormone. And you can see the engagement, people loved it, right? It's I'm ready, tons of stuff. People, I need this now. So this is pretty cool, right? It was a great ad, and this is just, again, like I said, one of many duplicates that we had for this. So I'm going to put the ad on screen, and then I'm going to come back and show you our SOP that we did after they actually clicked on this ad to start a conversation with Justin.
Ladies, all that cardio is making you fat, and those squats are not building your curves. And every fitness influencer selling you those cookie cutter ass plans are keeping you built like a refrigerator. I'm Dr. Baltimore. 1,000 women transformed from Baltimore to California, 100% online, real results. And here's what nobody's telling you. Endless cardio spikes your stress hormone, forces your body to hoard fat, destroys the muscle that gives you shape. You definitely end up smaller, but you're also going to end up shapeless. And that wasn't the goal from the jump. Skinny fat instead of curvy and fine. The fitness industry is selling you pieces to the puzzle, never the complete picture. And that's why you follow these BS workout plans and you still don't get the results that you're looking for and that you paid for. You're missing pieces. Getting that shape that you want takes 4 pieces working together at the same time. Piece 1 is strategic strength training, not random squats, sculpting curves and building them exactly where you want them and where you need them. Piece 2 is smart cardio, reveals your shape by shedding that stubborn fat and revealing the muscle that you've been working so hard in the gym at the weights to build. Piece 3, construction nutrition. Your food either builds curves or it fights them and takes them away. Keto, paleo, that shit is a sledgehammer. We're trying to build a shape, not a stick. And piece 4, strategic supplements. Strategic supplements amplify everything. Stop wasting your money and throwing it away on BS that does not work. You miss one piece, the whole system crashes. That's why Big wanted to try 5 different diets and kept gaining and losing the same 10 to 15 pounds over and over and over again until she got those 4 pieces working together. My results, they speak loud. That's why I don't talk too much. Misty, over 20 pounds gone, confidence back through the roof. Her husband can't keep his hands off of her. Why? We did that. Honey, 25 pounds, gone, like that, fitting back in the clothes that she hasn't worn in years. Why? Those 4 pieces work together. Zayna, 50 pounds, gone, never been that light in their entire life. Again, product of the system. Lise, 70 pounds, gone, looking better, feeling better in and outside of her clothes. Real women, real jobs, real kids, real responsibilities, real results. Not genetic freaks, not fitness models. Women, just like you. Picture this. 12 weeks from today. That outfit, that one that you haven't been able to put on, and God knows how long because you can't fit it anymore, you got it on today. And it's fitting perfect, better than ever too. Waist flat, stomach ain't poking, you don't need an angle tonight. Hugging in all the right places, hips, butt, it's doing what it's supposed to do. As soon as you put it on, step outside, you know your friends gonna pull their phones out. God, put that on. You look like a completely different person. Everybody wanna know what you've been doing. Everybody want the secret. And it's not a diet. Not killing yourself in the gym. Just following a system that works. Confidence is through the roof. Kids looking at you different, they're proud of you. Phone going crazy because everybody on your line now. This is about reclaiming your power and becoming a woman that you deserve to be. Dr. Baltimore BBL, over 1,000 success stories. All 4 pieces, perfect harmony, 100% online. Regular price, $350 a month. Next 24 hours only. Less than your grocery bill. Less than that trainer that took all your money and didn't get you any results. Strategic strength training protocols, smart cardio system, curve building nutrition, result amplifying supplements. Plus you get direct access to me. And I got a guarantee. Follow the system for 12 weeks, don't like the results, get your money. I've seen it so many times that I don't need to doubt it. So I'm that confident to make that claim. This price expires in 24 hours, then it jumps back to $350. 2 choices, take action now, transform your body in 12 weeks, become that confident woman again, or make excuses and stay stuck. You might try another fad diet or detox next month. Which woman will you be? Click below right now. Your transformation starts today.
Okay, so now you've kind of seen the video. The DM convo, this part is super, super huge. This is the SOP that we use that worked really, really well. And I found and trained VAs to basically do everything for him. So it was very much hands-off for him all the way from point A to point B, or A to Z, honestly, because we got the leads, we nurtured the leads, we closed the leads, and all that he had to do was product fulfillment on the back end. And I even found a guy to help him do that. So I pretty much, built his marketing, whole system for him. And so this is the SOP. The offer that we did for the longest amount of time was $1,000 up front for $250 a month for 6 months. So a lot of people would take the $250 per month for 6 months. Some people would do $1,000 up front. It just kind of varied. So this is let me zoom out just a little bit because this is a little bit zoomed in. Okay. So the, discovery and rapport building, this was the basic script, is very, very simple. So, we would just say, what's up? What's the goal you're working on right now? And they would say what their goal was. Oh, I want to lose weight. I weigh whatever. They just would say what their goal is. And if they didn't say their weight, then we would say, okay, cool. How much do you weigh now and how tall are you? So keep in mind that this is like the minimal as it would be. And then we would have the VAs kind of say a little bit more, say a little bit less, and kind of mirror how the conversation was going. So if the client was talking a lot, then we would say a little bit more, but this was the general points that we would say throughout the whole conversation. So the second thing, how much do you weigh now and how tall are you? They'd say what they are. Okay, bet. Are you following any kind of nutrition or workout plan right now? And then they'd say if they are or not and what it was or whatever. They go, okay, cool, sounds good. And then they'd say, so let me ask you directly, what made you decide it's time to get help and make a change at this moment? Because if I'm going to help, I just need to know what's really pushing you right now. And then they would say, and this is kind of like their dream outcome, right? That's what we're trying to get. We're trying to understand their hope and their vision of what they want. And so that ties into the next question. So if my program helped you to insert dream outcome, if it helped you to lose 50 pounds over 6 months, or if it helped you to, feel confident in your bikini again, or, feel great for your kids, or whatever it is, if it helped you to insert dream outcome and you're confident my program could get you there, is that something you'd be willing to invest in? And a lot of these people would say yes. Sometimes they'd say it depends on price, but most of the time they'd honestly just be like, yes, absolutely. I'm ready to make a change. And then cool, mind if I send a quick video going over the program details real quick? And so we would send this video. Oh, this is an old link. That's an old link. And I'm not going to share this exact video, but it's very, very simple. The whole premise of it is basically him just sharing the product, what it is. He's like, hey, this is a 12-week program. It doesn't matter if you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, get thick, whatever, everything it could be. He explains what's in it, the coaching, the mentorship, the access to him in his EverFit portal. And it's basically just like a 45 second to a minute and a half. He had like 2 different ones that we tested that were what the program was. So we would send that natively within Instagram. So, it kind of looked like he just barely recorded it. He had it like in his car, and then he had one of him in his studio. And it was just like a raw, unedited video that was just what the offer was. And then he would say, you know, like, if you want the link, let me know and I'll drop it below. And so then if they watched it, they would say either like, send me the link or what's the price. That's the two things that they would always say. They'd be like, oh yeah, like send me the link, or they would say, what's the price? And so then you would say, you know, my program is normally $14.97 up front, but I'm running a dual promo right now where you can sign up for a one-time fee of $9.97 for 6 months, or instead of being a one-time fee, I have another promo where it's $250 per month for 6 months. Which one works best for you? And this works really good. We tested a bunch of things. You can see this old one that we did. And just giving them like the option. I know a lot of people say not to give them an option, just say this is what it is. But this worked really well for us. We tested so many different things, and this was the one that we used the most because it worked good. And then they would just let us know what worked good. And then, you know, if they chose the 1K option, we'd say bet below is the link, use this code. And then if they said the 251, then we would just say, you know, there was no code for this one. It was just $250 per month for the link. And then we had the links that we would send, and you know, we would say send a screenshot and then send me your full name and email so I can activate your account and send next steps. This is more just for the VA to know that they did purchase. So if they did send a screenshot and their full name and email, then, you know, we would send this message right here, you know, let's get it. You're going to receive 2 emails, blah, blah, blah. Basically just the next steps for it. So, and then we had general rules to follow to kind of sound like him, use common sense, you know, if they answered a question already, skip it and don't re-ask, things like that, objection handling. So I'll go over into the rest of it, but that's the SOP that we use. And so this is really fun. It was really fun to build this whole thing out, from scratch, honestly, and get him to that, you know, almost $300,000 within a, you know, 7-8 month period. And, yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoy.